My name is Christian Keretz, and the title of the exhibition that I have now at Galerie Ma is The Rule of the Game. I'm actually not very interested how a building looks like. I'm not interested in the skin or in the form of a building. What interests me much more is how it is built, what is its structure. And for me the facade is just an extension of the interior. But the structure is not standing just for itself. It's not there for being the most economical thing, how to create a building. But much more it is there to create, to define a space. So even if you will see in this exhibition some models, these models are never thought as objects. They are never thought as sculptures. Much more they are instruments, they are tools to verify the interior, the architectonical space. We thought it would be important to give also like an inside look of the projects. So what you can see in the background, for example, is just a close-up of the object you see beside me. But this movie reveals a first notion of the interior of this object, of the architectonical space, which is the main concern of all these projects. All the things that will be shown in this exhibition are things that we used in the office. They are not done for the purpose of an exhibition. Instead, they are traces from an investigation in questions: how does a building stand? How can you define a building? And it tries to bring together these very first approaches towards architecture with the last representation of architecture done with animations or with renderings, which you would also find in books, which again are never done for publication, but they were actually only done for the client. They contain all the technical background information that you could find on the project which are exhibited. The reason why this exhibition was called The Rule of the Game was that I thought the closest you can get to a concept is by not defining it in a formal way, not by drawings, not by models, but just by words, just by making a statement. What are the main parts of the building, how they relate to each other. So by defining a rule. In the end, this rule could come to very different conclusions, because architecture is something that is under the impact of so many things which are totally out of control. The desire of the client, the program, the budget. And all these things constantly change without the influence of the architect. So by defining a rule, you could get many different results. And this exhibition tries to bring together a very first conceptual appearance of a model, of a project, the first model studies that we did, with the final result, the project itself, which is only one possible conclusion, how these elements which are defined differently in each project, how they could come together. So in the end, even if the exhibition might look at the first hand very minimal, very reduced, there's plenty of information which is also present, distributed through the books which are part of this exhibition.